Told him I ain't selling it for nothing less than lavish.
Nah, come on, man.
Draco made a hit with this one.
Yeah, and Jazzy had no chill with this. Hey y'all, I hope all is well. I hope that you guys are making the best out of your day, and I hope that you guys are remaining positive and focused towards what it is necessary in your journey. Shout out to the people that seen more than one video. If you haven't, feel free to indulge in Jazzy Feels. I indulge in myself daily. And I express myself as well to you guys so that we can become on a common ground, or at least understand what's in the air and gain from that. Today has been quite prosperous, just on an energetical level. Been met with a lot of positive vibrations, a lot of people that are so inspiring, a lot of people that show me that energy is the most important thing, because you can always go and figure things out and find the easy route, but figuring things out and not necessarily needing to know the end result, and allowing yourself to be a part of the journey and be like a vessel within that journey and allow God to use you. I've seen so much from that, and I've learned so much from it as well, whether it be just with my own journey and also with other people. So we went to an event today, and to put it into more of a detailed perspective, it was a lot of people out there making things. So whether it means making it from scratch, like some of this copper crystal jewelry that my love creates, or taking somebody else's thing and putting your own spill on it, like shea butter, or earrings. We saw a lot of earrings today, but you know what was so beautiful was that everyone had their own lane. Even if there was two people that had shea butter, their shea butter was their own signature, and I was able to see how people was able to capitalize on what they think in their minds, to be in that energy, even if it makes it seem as if it's inconsistent. Everything is inconsistent in this world, but what's consistent in the fact is the fact that they all believe in themselves just as much as we do. And that's beautiful, because to be frank with you, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. It takes a form of confidence to be available to society and to be a representation of what it means to believe in yourself. And if nothing else, that's something that I'm learning. I'm learning just how much the belief is gonna transition and also instill. And also there's a concept of like an energy in everything. Like when it comes to money and my ideal behind it, or how much I want to make, or making myself available for money, it's still an energy and a blockage that you have to meet within yourself before that can filter through you. I saw a lot of people out there, and they have the same things we had. They have tables, they have product, they have marketing, and they have themselves, like being there and being present, but they didn't make any money at all. Like I seen this event was from 11 to roughly, we left around 4:30, and from that time period, I'm so grateful to be able to say that, yeah, we are very abundant. And it's not for someone to be envious, it's for us to see that what we do, whether it be affirmations or if it's just speaking positively into our life, it makes a difference. Because it's not only people that don't make any money, but there's people that made money at this particular event, and then now they can see that the cells are dwindling because of the energy or whatever is going on in this universe. When the universe blessed me, I'm so thankful, because it's so many transitions and things that I had to continue to go over in regards to hurdles that, even if you was in the same space with a different phase, you would not be getting the blessings that God is gracing us with. And that's what I wanted to talk about. It's not about what you're providing anymore. It's about really balancing yourself and realizing that if you want people to be available for what you have to offer, you have to make sure that you're available for yourself, and you recognize that the value in that is beyond the amount of money, but also the value is that it's made for somebody else, and becoming a humanitarian. Everything that I do, everything that I produce, everything that I sell, everything that I say is with the intention of bringing insight to a person for a deeper revelation and more clarity, and also enhancement in whatever way. Healing the mind is everything. To heal your mind is healing everything, and actively I'm doing that as well. Never promised to be perfect. Actually, I had a scan today, and that scan low-key was scary. But even in that scan, it's funny how you could trick yourself to believe what you want to believe. Because the scan was pretty much saying that I have a lot of healing, and some of that source could be just from stress, and there's no telling what's going on in the body. The body is so magical, and as I do that, I got the King of Swords popped out. But the body is so magical, and I feel like how I perceive my mind, and when I get the revelations of whatever the concept is, it's always me knowing first. I know there's a lot of space for me to heal. It's a lot of changes that has taken place, and I feel that on a deep level. So even with me not being perfect, it's beauty in being able to see how I can get better. And I'm not afraid of being imperfect. I'm not afraid of being worried about things. I'm not afraid of trying to figure out solutions or being in a place where I don't even know what the solution would be, but knowing that God put me in that position for me to experience. And if nothing else, experiencing means emotion that may be uncomfortable. Experiencing means that you have to really play that shit through and really see why it was meant to be attracted into your reality. And that's a deeper meaning. So we have the King of Swords popping out, and I'm happy that it popped out because whatever that card means, it was pretty much the confidence within myself of knowing that I'm not perfect, but I'm exactly where I need to be and exactly how I need to be. We also had the King of Cups. Ooh, yes. So first off, shout out to these kings both being women, because we're coming into a new age where gender is not necessarily as important because the energy is going to overpower it. You could be a whole woman and be more masculine than a nigga, and a lot of people don't like to hear that. But kings, I'm always gonna love my kings. I'm always gonna have respect for my kings. I was raised around a lot of black men, and I want to have a black son. I want to have a king. If it's meant for me, I would want to have a very, very black son if I'm gonna have a child, if I do. But it's really a deep love always for the black kings. But some of y'all be acting like itches. Some of y'all really be acting like itches because y'all emotions are so imbalanced that y'all not even acting like women. Y'all acting like the worst type of a woman, an itch, an imbalanced woman, because of the fact that you need clarity, but you don't even know how to connect to your emotions and balance it. But that in itself, you can find a woman that is already grounded, practical, straight to the point, knowing what the fuck they want. That's a more masculine woman. So that's what I mean when I say sometimes women be out here and they can be more masculine than a nigga, because it's not about your genitalia. It's about your energy signature and how you pushing it out. That is becoming more representative because now we're in the age of people being more individualistic. But the reassurance is you can believe whatever you want to believe about it, but there's also a concept. Ooh, we got the Ten of Swords underneath. Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. To me, this is giving the energy of someone that just transcends, someone that is continuously going through, even with the betrayals, even if they're in the form of days, even if they're in the form of darkness. This person, whoever this is meant for, is in the stage of still, this is a safe delusion. A safe delusion. But how you overcome that, why does it matter to me for me to see this underneath? I don't know. We had the Ten of Pentacles. To me, I'm getting that it's a process. It takes training to make yourself better. In correlation to what I was talking about, I always tie my stuff around to the substance. When we in the same room, the difference between someone that's being abundant and a person that is just having all the things and not necessarily tapping into that abundance energy, the only difference is the training, the practice, being in rooms where you don't make money but still having the motivation to go out and spend that money again and make it again, or practicing and allowing someone to guide you, allowing someone to show you the right way. And even if it's disrupt, even if it's something that's taboo, even if it's something that you have to continuously grow through, it's something about allowing yourself to be taught. That's the only difference. Allowing yourself to start at square one, allowing yourself to build. That's another thing that I've been learning, because a lot of people these days, and just over time, they've been in this energy of not really recognizing the true power that they have because they don't have the time or they don't invest the time to develop. I've been one of those people. I allow the imperfections of life to submerge me into my purest self. The imperfections of life is the fact that no matter how powerful I am and how influential I can be on this earth, no matter how much I master and develop myself, there will always be a side of me that will not be able to stay here. So what's going to be able to stay here is not my physical aspect. No matter how much I try, no matter what I do, what I'm building towards, I can't even really sustain forever. So what is the purpose behind it? The purpose is being in this energy and actually molding yourself into someone that can say, shit, I did it. That's what life is about. I know y'all see them butterflies on top. If y'all been watching a couple of my videos, y'all know what that butterfly mean. And we have 3 butterflies. I love that. But y'all also see the birds. That's also freedom. Love those birds in the back. And I love how they tie them around, because if y'all do know anything, I love the butterflies, but I also love the numbers 3 and 5, which are also transformative. So for them to have the 3 but also the 5, that's 5 to me. And she's technically out in nature, but she's still in the clouds. I'm going to read the King of Cups and also the King of Swords. To be able to have pulled this one first, I love it because this was underneath it. My earth angels, what's up, man? We going through some things. Are we overcoming some things? And we opened it up. Oh, the King of Swords is not on that, but this is the Swords page. It said, a king is truly intelligent and deeply concerned with truth, ethic, and honesty. The king brings with them a certain authority. They may be a role model in your life. They are wise and they seek to be righteous and fair in all that they do. However, they are so concerned with knowledge and solving problems efficiently that they may lack some tenderness and compassion with dealing with personal issues. If the king is you, step up and utilize your intelligence and problem-solving skills where they are needed. Strong leadership may be asked of you. Absolutely. And I feel that because I feel like I know so much that sometimes to do, it seems like too much. Like me knowing so much and me seeing the end result, or people, period, seeing the end result and understanding the psychology of what's needed. And sometimes the tenderness, the energy, you being open and vulnerable or smiling, that is the difference. And I understand that. I'm learning that true leadership is, for one, being flawed and also being strong. So growing through that, showing your vulnerability, but also showing people that, listen, I'm human, but this is what I was able to do even with these imperfections. Definitely feel like some people may lack tenderness and compassion, and even myself, because sometimes when you feel like you know what it is, you don't have time for the feelings, you don't have time for it. But it makes sense for you to pay attention, because those feelings, they be giving, that's your internal GPS. That's telling you exactly what's for you and what's not for you. In this life, people could tell you all the time what's for you, but you know how you feel according to how emotionally what they tell you, what your insides and your mental tells you. That's what the true feeling behind it is. Somebody can tell you ain't shit, but if you telling yourself I actually am the shit, you just don't understand shit, you are the shit. We got King of Cups. They're calming and their cup is brimming with love and compassion. They draw strength from treating others with tenderness and kindness, and they're truly in touch with all their emotions. They're the kind of person who feels perfectly at ease because their presence is sincere and accepting. If this indicates a relationship, you're finally fully able to let down all your walls and feel comfortable and loved by this person. If the king is you, you're doing a beautiful job as a friend and a confidant, so be proud. Ooh, and I love that I got that, because it's the balance of emotion and also business. The swords, I told y'all, that means somebody going to war. They about their business, but also they both chilling. But she's chilling on emotion. She's chilling on groundedness. That's the reason why you see it. Even though she's in a cloud, you have to see these trees. You have to see the ground. But shit, that's a pink ground, man. That's a fantasy. That's practical, but the energy behind it, even to see the dolphin in the back, that's wild waters. That means she's deep in her emotions. So balancing these practical vibrations with also just the parts that you would never be able to make fact of, just knowing, just off of experience, I feel like it's so important. It's good to have pulled the King of Swords and the King of Cups, If nothing else, the most important thing that I feel like I could gain, and the reason why I had to record this video after I went to this event, was to say what's most important and what I'm learning. And this is just my opinion. What's most important is how it makes you feel. Because like I said, it's a GPS within that. It's something that's guiding you towards your truest purpose within that. And even when you feel like you have all the answers, sometimes it's okay to be open and allow that tenderness, the parts that you can't see, but you know that you will remember forever. Allow that to cultivate how the whole vibration of the thing looks. So for example, when I went in today, I could have been on a weird vibe. I could have been on a low vibration or inner persona. But I truly believe that this event went so well because I went in there with the idea of connecting to people. I went in there with the idea that I'm going to make money. And I went in there with the idea that whatever happens, I'm going to be okay with that because I'm here and God wanted me to be here. So that tenderness of being able to play with those vibrations that I may not know made that event so much more beautiful to me when someone else could have been in that room and thought that was a waste of their time and their money. So that's really what it's about, y'all. Oh, shit, might as well fuck around and read the Ten of Swords because that was pulled on the bottom. And I'll do some more card reading when I get off. But Ten of Swords, because one thing about me is I embrace all. I embrace the parts that may not make sense because there's somebody out there that shit is not always sweet. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. So if this card was on the bottom of the deck, most times I don't read what all these cards mean, but we're gonna do it for y'all. Ten of Swords. It says everything is fine. It's fine, really. Sure, you've been completely pierced through with 10 sharp swords and you've collapsed into a ball on the floor. You're struggling, just trying to survive as the weight grows ever heavier. You're going through something soul crushing and it feels like your world is ending. Every movement hurts and sometimes only a meaningless distraction feels like it helps. But the pain will end and you will come out stronger having survived it. This is what you will be. That hurts starting here. You can't stay here because if not, you will never be able to master those emotions, y'all. Bro, I'm a vessel showing y'all these vibrations. Bro, this was me. And for years, I didn't want to try to fix things. I didn't want to try to understand how to feel better. But now I'm able to be in a room with people and see how my energy shift everything around me. How I choose to see myself and choose to see my opportunities shift everything around me. It's not time for wasting time. There's no time for money to be wasted. There's no time for your life to be wasted. It's you can master it. We can master it and we are mastering it. So when I pulled this, that's what instilled me to look underneath here because, it is fine and you will be okay. You will be okay, but first we have to acknowledge exactly what those flaws are so that we can use that as power. Use that as something that makes you stronger, not something that's going to hold you down. Every millionaire, every successful person, every powerful person in this world gone through some real turbulent ass shit, even if they was born rich. So, what are we going to do about it? I'm going to make sure that I make the best out of every circumstance. And I wish the same for you. Because if so, we're going to be on the same journey. And I see you. If you don't see me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see me, I see you. We see each other because we're on the same vibration. See you tomorrow. Peace.